Hi folks, Carl Gill here again to share with you a little timely advice about the markets, what's going on, what's hot, what's not, where we're making the money for people. And I'm going to direct your attention to a little bit of what we're doing here year to date. As you can see, this isn't too shabby. We're up about 48% on a lot of our accounts. And this is just showing that we're outperforming even the S&P 500 and the QQQs, which is what people are paying us to do. Keeping your money safe and yet at the same time helping to make it grow. And you might say, gee, Carl, why is this doing so well? When's the crash going to come? Well, if you look at this chart very carefully, you can see there's been periodic, what I call profit-taking sessions, not fundamental crashes. It just means that everything's gone up 20, 30, or 40%. People reach in, take their profits, and then when the market dips back down, they pile back in again and ride it back up some more to even higher highs. Well, right now, the timeliness is this, that you're about ready to see this happen. In fact, it's already begun. We call this the July surge. And usually the market dips down in June and then turns back around and goes whoosh, up for the first 2 weeks of July. I'm looking for this to see this happen again. And it's going to be a sustained upward move because why? Even though many of these stocks are selling at high valuations, not just in the normal 25 times earnings or 30 times earnings. These PE ratios are double that. They're more like 50, some 75. But it's breakthrough technology. And what are the earnings are that they're announcing? Typical, what, 10 or 20% increase in earnings? No. They're announcing 200% increase in earnings. And they say that this is going to be very sustainable because why? Everybody's going to have to get this stuff. To borrow a phrase that I mentioned about a month ago, this is like the second industrial revolution. The way we live, the way we work, the way we play, the way we do things is going to be so different than what it was 20 years ago or today. In 10, 15 years ago, few people will recognize the way we used to work at this time. Already, I have one of my best friends. He says he comes home. He says, Siri, turn on the lights. Siri's turn on the news. Siri's start the microwave for his dinner. Or Siri's call so-and-so for DoorDash to go bring him the dinner. Or Siri, call so-and-so so I can have a date. Or Siri, what's the weather going to be for tomorrow? And he gets all these answers like that without having to thumb through newspapers or pages or even pages on your own Apple or whatever you're using. Bottom line is this: timeliness is here today. These super disruptive technologies are going to change the way we used to live way back in 1880 when it was horse and buggy days, and just about 20 years later, already people could see that there were cars on the street. In another 20 years, by 1920, there were cars everywhere. There were electricity in the buildings. There was plumbing. There was everything that we now take for granted that was not so much used back in 1880 or even 1890. So what I'm saying is now's the time to be in the market. Now's the time to get some good, safe returns to protect your retirement. And that's what our job is here at Asset Preservation Capital, to look out for you to make sure that we are giving you good value at all times. We're here about best value. We're here to keep that value even when the market should take a temporary dip from profit taking. So thanks for tuning in. Stay paying attention. Keep watching our updates, and we'll be here to help make your retirement a wonderful retirement. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.